Do you need a new perspective on your home? Some support to figure out its best flow and its best style? I'm Mary Welch Fox.
And I'm Maxwell Ryan, and we think that every home deserves to be beautiful and functional.
We don't just make it work, we make it wow. With clever hacks, cutting-edge space planning, bold style, and smart solutions.
So, are you ready to level up your living?
Welcome to Apartment Therapy,
from plan to perfect.
I'm Mary Welch Fox, and I'm an interior designer based in Charleston, South Carolina. One of my tips if you're taking on the design on your own is to live in a space for a little bit and see how you actually utilize the space and how you need it to function, and then go through and carefully plan out how you'd like to see the space.
I'm Maxwell Ryan. I'm the founder of Apartment Therapy, and I'm based in New York City. My design philosophy is that it doesn't really matter what style you have, that there are basic building blocks that everyone can learn from that will help you make the space that you want. There's lessons to be learned about using different textures. There's lessons to be learned about organization. You want to be able to flow around a room and not have a bowling alley down the middle. These are the basic building blocks that really apply to every single room.
Hi, I'm Nuni, and welcome to my home in New Jersey. So I'm a digital content creator, and I'm an entrepreneur. I own a content creation studio with my sister and my business partner. I'm also a mom. I have two adorable daughters, 3 and 5, so I have my hands full, and I live a very chaotic and busy life. When I come home, I like to just be relaxed and just have a very calming and cozy space. My style is very minimalist. I love neutrals. So with kids, they can get a little messy. So it's very challenging to keep things organized and clean a lot of the times, but as they get older, they're kind of adjusting and getting used to keeping things nice and not messing up mommy's things. So this space is the main area where, my family congregates. We like to just, get together after, a busy day of everyone either at work or at school. Also, as a digital content creator, this is mainly where I like to film. So I like to keep it, aesthetically pleasing and a very cute background for filming and things like that. I'm super excited to have Mary Welch and Maxwell come into my home and just make it more creative and fit my personal style a little bit more, which is something I've been overwhelmed with. So I'm so excited to have you guys. Thank you so much.
So today we're in Nuni's home in New Jersey, just outside of the city, and we are looking at her living room space. She is looking for a more calm, relaxing vibe, a place to hang out with her family, her children. You want to bring some cohesion to the space, but also some functionality.
Hi, welcome.
Hey, how are you? I'm Mary Welch.
I'm Nuni.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Maxwell from Apartment Therapy.
Nice to meet you.
Looking forward to seeing your living room today.
I'm really looking forward to having you guys over and transform my space. I've been waiting for you all day. Please come on in. Okay, so this is my living room.
I love it. Gorgeous, so much natural light and a big open space.
So I recently moved from another state to New Jersey, and the main reason why I chose this house was because of the lighting. There's just so many windows, so much natural lighting, and that's mainly what I really love about this space.
Tell us a little bit about how you utilize the space.
So we usually just hang out in the living room. This is our chill spot. The kids get to play here, and this is where we usually just congregate, watch movies, relax. I also do a lot of hosting. I invite friends, family, And I love relaxing after a long day of running around in the city, working, all of that. And just plopping down on the couch and chilling. I like to think of myself as a couch queen. And I also film a lot of my content here because of the beautiful natural lighting.
Well, it's a little bit of a blank slate. There's a lot of missing pieces. What's missing for you?
Maybe like a mirror, more furniture. It is definitely a blank slate.
Yeah.
Maybe just more color. It's a little bland.
It's a little bland.
Yeah.
So we want to bring it up a little bit, give it a little more pop, a little more color. But you're not maximal color. You're not crazy color.
Right. I still want to keep it like chill.
Okay.
I like a lot of like whites and like soft colors and pastels. I love neutrals.
Okay, so you tend to gravitate more towards a neutral palette. You want something serene, but also more colorful. But when you say colorful, you're meaning like neutral, colorful, more textures, layered on top, a more layered look. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
One tip I have for layering in a living room is adding a bunch of different textures. So they can all, again, be in the same shades or tone, but the textures will create a lot more visual interest. So you can have a chenille sofa on a jute rug or a boucle chair or linen drapes, but adding these all in the same space, again, just creates so much more visual interest and depth.
We'll bring a little more contrast into the room. It'll still be relaxing, but it'll be much more elevated.
Perfect. And we also need some storage for toys,
miscellaneous things.
Yeah.
So a few things I need to store in this space is there's a lot of miscellaneous things and like kids' toys that could be an eyesore with like all the crazy colors and not so neutral vibes. So kids' toys, maybe like my filming equipment, like cameras and tripods and things like that. I would like to have some storage for this space.
If we're going to entertain, we're going to need more seating. We're going to need a table. We're going to need some places to put down drinks and stuff like that.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah. And I actually think we can increase the size of the room with a larger rug, make it feel larger in here. That really helps me spread out the space there. And durability wise as well. You want to utilize the space. You mentioned to use it a lot for entertaining kids. So we'll keep that in mind as well when we pick our pieces.
That all sounds amazing, and I cannot wait to see how you guys transform the space.
Well, we have a lot of work to do.
We'll see you later.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
For the amount that she uses this room, I would say her furniture right now is really underwhelming.
Yeah.
And at like my apartment therapy tip is this is sort of creating a hallway right through the middle. I think of it as energy flowing too fast. What we need to do here is break up the energy with more seating positions.
Yeah.
Because what she wants to do, there's so much entertaining that she wants to do.
Right.
There's no way she can do that right now. And the energy it's a little too strong. So I would try to break it up. What do you think for style?
I think you're right. We need to fill in the space more and utilize the space because it's pretty expansive.
Yeah.
And then in terms of styling, we can create a really layered look by just using a bunch of different textures. So a different texture from the rug and the drapes and the chairs and the sofa, everything really similar tones and neutrality, but the composition of the material is what's going to add that layered look.
Yeah, it's like white right now. It's sort of very similar. Okay.
So another way we're going to create this really layered look is bringing in a darker coffee table.
Yeah.
I think it'll help ground the space with all the neutrals that we are also bringing in. It'll just help get that extra contrast and pop the room, make it feel like it has more depth.
Good. Yeah, because it's a little floaty right now.
Okay, let's see how we can fill out the space.
Let's do it. And let's bring out Apartment Therapy's room plan tool in partnership with Walmart. All right, so check this out. With the room plan tool, I have taken a photograph of this room and I've already taken out the sofa and this rug that we're sitting here, so it's completely empty. And now look at all the Walmart products.
Wow, so many are loading. So we can take any of these products and import them into the room, and it's creating a realistic 3D rendering or image of the space. So we can pre-plan this whole thing before purchasing anything.
That's right. And watch, if I take that sofa, I can put it in and I can move it backwards and forwards and side by side. And this is a bigger space. We're going to put some bigger stuff in here, but we can actually test it to see if it's too big or too small before we purchase it.
It's great. Everything's to scale. This is an incredible tool. This is going to make our job so much easier.
This is our interior design friend right here.
Absolutely.
On this phone. It was so great to have the apartment therapy room plan tool in partnership with Walmart, because it allowed us to put the big sectional sofa in and all the other pieces and move them around in 3D so we could really see how it was all going to fit together. Then this is really a designer tool for anyone, because check this out. When we finish with the room and we have everything the way we want it, you can actually click on each of the products. It takes you right to the Walmart site. You can purchase it.
I love that. This makes design truly accessible for anybody.
Totally.
We're bringing in our handy crew to clear out the space and to bring in all of the amazing Walmart finds.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of chaos at my house right now. All of these talented, amazing people everywhere setting up. I'm seeing lots of boxes and all types of activity going on in my house. I know that Maxwell and Mary Welch are putting together something amazing, and I just cannot wait for everything to just be put together and come to life.
One of the advantages we have with this room is that actually we've got more room. It's got some space, so we can put more of what she wants in it. Also, the windows are beautiful. She's got windows on two sides. That's going to be great to play with.
But also a challenge on our end is we want to also create some privacy with those windows.
True.
But while highlighting them, which I think we can absolutely accomplish. We're also looking to create, there's a lot more space to create more seating. So she can have her kids there, she can entertain in the space. And so we want to create that sanctuary for her to come back home and also have the space where she can relax.
She's going to need a much more comfy couch. So now we're going to get her away from the chaos of all the furniture going in and out and get to know her a little bit better.
Yeah, she also has really amazing fashion style, so I'm excited to talk to her and see how we can make that translate into the space.
Totally. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. You've only been living in this house for a few months. That's why it's sort of a blank slate.
Right.
Tell us a little bit more about your style.
So I moved to New Jersey just a few months ago from Ohio. A lot of the things that I own are in storage back in Ohio. So that's kind of the main reason why, the space is a little bare right now and a little bland. I haven't really had much time to put my personality and my little touch into the space. But I work in fashion, and I do take a lot of risks with my fashion. I love putting a bold, fun outfit together and just kind of expressing my personality and my creativity through my style when it comes to clothing. But with my space, I am kind of the opposite. When I get home, I want a relaxing, chill space that I can just kind of unwind and relax in. I love to layer with different textures and colors and things like that with my style, with my fashion. I also kind of want to do that with my space as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're dressed so amazing today. It's the way you've used neutrals and different textures is kind of what we're thinking about doing in your space as well. So hopefully that reflects. I love seeing people's style and then hopefully taking that and translating it into their home as well.
So we'll keep it some darks and lights, neutrals. I see really nice jewelry. Are you open to us putting a little bit of shine in the room, a little bit of something with a little bling?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yes, it'll be relaxing, but we want to elevate it also for you.
Yes, I love a well-styled, little bit of glam, a little bit of glimmer and shine for sure.
One of the challenges of living rooms, especially with kids, is that there are often toys scattered around the room. And so apartment therapy tip, I like to create storage solutions where you can have open baskets that you can put on shelves behind closed doors. It makes it easy for them to get in and out, but when you need to have a quiet adult room, you can close the doors and everything disappears. So with all the toys, we got them out of that big bin that was sitting in the middle of the living room. We're gonna put them in nice open baskets. They're organized and they're totally accessible for the kids. They're nice and low down, but for Nuni, they're completely put away. She can see them, but the room is calm and relaxing.
One of Nuni's requests was that she loved things neutral, and the way we made that interesting was layering neutral. So a great design tip is mixing creams with jutes and other warm neutrals. Don't be afraid to pack in a few different materials. So this is a chenille, this is a jute, and we even have like linen weaves in here. Different textures and different neutrals create that great layering effect.
And the sofa is awesome. So this Walmart sofa looks like it has a chaise, but it actually is an ottoman that can come off and become extra seating when she has a lot of people over, or
when she's having her couch clean moment.
This is where she can land.
So one of the best ways to make a house feel like a home is through its styling. And how we did that here is we utilized books and this really cool stone book holder, and utilized different stones in that as well. So this is a contrast stone from the table. We used candles. We've got this really interesting matchbook holder, so it can be in the littlest details, but also through different heights. So you want your eyes to not be settled on one specific thing. You kind of want them to float across the room and take out the room as a whole. So in this instance too, we have different elements at play here. You know, you can flip through the pages of a book. There's a living element in the flowers, and then we also have a fire element. So each of these together, layered with lights, really makes this house feel more warm and inviting.
All done.
You know, we did it. I actually think it looks great.
It looks great. It's better than I even expected. And the room feels bigger. The rug and the sofa give her so much more space to hang out and have friends. It's stylish.
It's stylish. I honestly can't believe this is all from Walmart, but it looks amazing.
All right, we're at the finishing touches now. We've lit the candles, we've fluffed the drapes, we put the flowers in the coffee table. I think we're ready to bring her in.
I'm just at the edge of my seat and I'm so excited to see the final reveal.
All right, are you ready to see your space?
Yes.
All right. Open your eyes.
Oh my God. Oh my God, the mirror. Wow, I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. It looks so beautiful in here. Oh my God, I have a coffee table. Wow.
You have a coffee table with style, but it's calm. It's neutral. It's a little elevated.
Love this. The couch looks so comfy and cozy.
You got a lot of room to hang out.
Just
And look at this.
There's the kids' toys.
That's gorgeous. Oh my God, the lamp is so pretty. You guys did such an amazing job. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love it. This is beautiful. Wow. As I walk into the space, I'm so surprised. The first thing is the way I felt. It just felt so warm and cozy and inviting and just peaceful, which is completely the vibe that I mentioned in the first place that I was looking for. So I'm really happy with it. I love all the pieces. Everything just came together so well. All the tones and the finishes and the different textures. It's just such a lovely, calming room.
And I hope your daughters are going to love it too.
Oh, I can't wait to see their reaction.
One of the things that we've got for you is, if you remember in the beginning, it was like a big long hallway with all this sort of wild energy running down the middle.
Yes.
Well, we've broken it up. We've given you a lot more seating. We've got now a really nice circle of places to sit around this round table, which helps create movement of energy around as opposed to just like a bowling alley down the middle.
My favorite part has to be the big couch. It just looks so cozy. I know that my girls are gonna love it too. And just the really chic, different little elements like the fun-shaped lamp and the beautiful marble coffee table and that really cool bench behind me, also stunning.
We wanted to layer a bunch of different textures so we could create that layered neutral look still and still make it very calming, even though, you know, we have all of these layered textures. So we have a chenille, a jute, we even have boucle, linens, but again, like the same tones, all in neutral.
I love this. You guys really nailed it.
Sort of the way you dress. We're trying to keep, we're keying off of keying off your chic, yeah.
For the drapery, originally you had this really white sheer, which is beautiful, but we wanted to make this room feel warmer and more inviting. So we brought in this linen material that's more of an oatmeal, again, to mix up our warm whites and really create that neutral haven.
Yes, I definitely see that. It is giving more warmth and cozy and inviting.
Yeah. Great.
I love it.
The linen's great too. When the sunlight comes through it, you can see that nubby texture, much more fun.
Oh yeah, still a lot of privacy, but the light is still in too, so that's good.
I love that it's still sheer and sunlight still could come through. Yeah.
So we added this larger console for toy storage. So, and to kind of make it nice and neat inside, we put these little bins in and everything's organized, categorized. I mean, it might not stay that way for long, but at least for today, but it's a good practice. But it looks a lot nicer, neater, and it's larger scale than your previous piece.
I love that you guys use this as toy storage because that large clear bin I was using before was such an eyesore. This is so much more beautiful.
Yeah, they can, I mean, even if it gets put away a little bit in a disorganized way, you can close the doors and it'll feel a lot better.
This is so beautiful. I love it.
What really stood out to me too is how well made everything is. The details of the wood finish on the console, the real solid heavy marble of the candle holders. The mirror has it's like a velvet wrapped around the frame, and then even this faux granite is awesome. There's just lots of little details that can take your eye around the room.
Okay, so one of my favorite pieces in the room is this bench back here. And I know it kind of looks like it's in the background, but it's a really important piece. You can pull it in when you have more guests. And the shapes of it are really intentional for the space. So there's circles here, again, pulling the circles in the coffee table. And it's also this really beautiful boucle fabric. So again, adding another layer of texture with the white oak and the shapes just creates this really visually interesting piece that helps, create that more layered look to complete the space.
I love that piece. I think it's one of my favorite pieces in this living room too. It's such an interesting item to look at.
The dark iron in this chair is one thing that really helped pull it together. So it matches the coffee table, it matches the credenza, and it also matches your drapery rod. So it helps pull your eye around the room and while you're seeing that familiar color all the way through.
I love the dark tones mixed with the light and soft tones.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives a lot of dimension, helps the room feel more full and complete. So all the different components in here, from the rug to the table to the chairs to the credenza, I mean, everything, literally everything in this room, you would never believe this is actually all from Walmart.
Oh my goodness, everything in here is from Walmart?
Everything.
It looks like it's so curated. I love this. I cannot believe all of this is from Walmart. It's just so beautiful.
Well, we're all done. We hope you're going to enjoy all of these Walmart finds. And we're ready to give the room back to you and get out of here.
Well, thank you guys so much. I absolutely love this space and I can't wait for my sister to see it.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Bringing my sister into this space is so fun. I can already imagine all the fabulous times and fun memories we're gonna have together in this space. And it just looks so amazing in here and so aesthetically pleasing. So I know my content is definitely gonna hit in this room.
The space looks incredible. I'm so happy for you. Everything looks so amazing together.
I know, I'm obsessed, and you will not believe all of this is from Walmart.
Stop.
Every single piece.
Stop it. I know. It looks amazing.
I'm so grateful for all the hard work that Mary Welch and Maxwell did in this space, and now I just cannot wait to enjoy it with my friends and my family.